Alright, this video is going to show you how to get your guitar tuned up. Right now we're using a tuner called Guitar Tuna. It's a really popular one in the app stores. Right now we're on the website, but it's all the same. Pretty much all guitar tuners are going to work in the same way. You're going to have a needle or some sort of indicator in the center right here. So we've got this red circle. And if your string is too loose, too low, it's going to lean to the left. If it's too tight, it's going to lean to the right. So we have to pluck the string, let the microphone pick it up, and it'll be able to tell. Here's how it sounds. Too low, so we're going to turn it counterclockwise. There we go. Another thing to know is that you have to do this in a quiet room. Any noise, if I'm speaking while I'm tuning, it's not going to pick it up. So it's got to be a kind of a quiet environment. All right, that was the first one. We just tuned it a little bit that way. Now the other one, I'm going to make a little bit too high. You can see there I overshot it a little bit, so I had to go back the other way. But I was turning it clockwise, and then I had to reverse a little bit at the end. This is very much an issue of rubbing your belly, patting your head at the same time. There's two things you have to do at once here. One is to pluck the string so the microphone can hear it. And the other is to turn the peg if you need to turn it. So you can get used to that pretty quick. It does get pretty easy after a little bit of practice, but just be aware that's something that kind of comes up, is you have to kind of think about both things at once. One other thing that doesn't get talked about a whole lot you need to know is that right now we're using what you call auto mode for the tuner. And it is guessing which string we're trying to play, and it's guessing accurately. So each one of those first three strings that I played, it was good. But if your guitar is way out of tune, like say for example, let's say my D string is so out of tune because I just haven't picked it up in a while, or maybe the weather was kind of odd, so the fluctuation in the wood, it made it a little bit out of tune, or it got bumped. So it's so out of tune that this is string D I'm playing right here, and it might not think that it's string D. There we go. So see, it thinks it's string A, and it's going to tell me the wrong thing. So to fix that, we have to take it off auto detect mode here. You see at the very bottom, auto detect. We're going to unclick that, and now it's in manual mode. So if I want to fix string D, I have to click it. There we go. Okay. So manual mode is a good thing to know about, and I would actually recommend that most of you use that in the beginning while you're learning, because it's possible your guitar goes out of tune if it gets bumped or if the weather's a little odd. That brings up another point too. How often do you have to tune your guitar? Well, it kind of depends on the weather. If you have extreme temperature fluctuations from day to night, for example, when you're going into summer or you're going into fall, and it might be really warm during the day but get really cold at night, if you have a big temperature change in a 24-hour period, then guitars go out of tune like that. They go out real fast. But if temperatures are pretty steady, then you're probably not going to have that problem as much, and it's not much of an issue. You should still check it every single time you pick it up to play, but you're not going to have to retune it too often. That's not something you have to do every single time, because usually it's in tune, or it's pretty close to in tune. So give it a check, and maybe you change one or two strings, but mostly it should be good. All right, thanks for watching.